Now moving to problem set 7. Now in this case, first of all we have to understand a numerical based on 1 mark and then continuation step by step for 2 marks, 3 marks and onward. Now here the first question is question number 1. Choose the correct alternative. Choose the correct alternative answer for the following question. Means they have given us a one question along with 4 choice in terms of option and we have to select or choose correct one. That is a part over here. According to that, their first question is, what is the form of coordinate of the point on x-axis? Once again, what is the form of coordinate of the point on x-axis? We have already seen the basic structure in first 2 lectures, making a revision of that. If they have given a part, then they have also given some choices like A is BB, second is 0B, third is A0 and D is AA. Now we are trying to understand a part over here from diagram point of view. If I am going to say this is a x dash, x-axis, then their question is, what is the form of coordinate on the point of x-axis? If I am going to say a temporary example 1, but it is not a part of x-axis, it is indicated as a 1, 0. Or if I am going to highlight point 2, it is not a 2, it is actually 2, 0. Here if I am going to take minus 3, it is not a minus 3, it is like a minus 3, 0. Means any particular number like A and then 0. Any particular number means like A and 0. Means it is in the form of A0 or number 0. So here among these A0, third choice is correct. So our answer C, that is A0, is exactly answer of this question. Now our second question is, any point on the line y is equal to x. Any point on the line y is equal to x is of the form. Here you can say that y is equal to x or x is equal to y. It indicates that value of x and y must be equal. Among them they have given us first choice A, AA, second 0B, third A0 and fourth D, A minus A. We know that value of x is equal to value of y and value of y is equal to value of x. Means value of x and y is equal. And among these 4 choice, AA, here value of x is A, value of y is A and both are equal. Naturally our first means A answer is a correct. So we are going to fill that part, that is A. AA, this is our correct answer. Now similarly, moving from second question to third, and the part is, what is the equation of x-axis? What is the equation of x-axis? Now, what is the equation of x-axis? They have given a 4 choice. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x plus y is equal to 0 and x equal to y. Once again I am clearing that part from a graph presentation. Coming to the part, equation of x-axis. Recently I have written, let us say this is a point 2, but its coordinate is 2, 0. This is 3, means its value is 3, 0. It is a minus 2, means it is a minus 2, 0. Or the origin O, 0, 0. Or this is minus 3, 0. If you take any point on x-axis, its y coordinate is 0, its y coordinate is 0, its y coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 0. Means equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0. Means our B answer is correct. Now student, 1, 2, 3 that I solved over here, immediately I am going to rough all the part and going to write 4, 5, 6 and I am going to solve in front of you. So please pay attention. Now moving to question number 4. Question remains same. Choose the correct alternative answer or the following question. Question number 4. In which quadrant does point -4, -3 lie? Once again the part is, in which quadrant does the point -4, -3 lie? Their first answer is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant or fourth quadrant. Now point is -4, -3. Please pay attention on a graph. X is a -4 which is over here and y is a -3. So naturally this point is over here. That is the respective point, -4, -3. Naturally, as per quadrant system, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, this point -4, -3 is in third quadrant. So our correct answer is answer C, that is third quadrant. Now similarly, moving to the next question, and the part is, so question number 5. Now question number 5 is, what is the nature of line which includes the points -5, 5, 6, 5, -3, 5, 0, 5, and the options are A, passes through origin, second, parallel to y-axis, third, parallel to x-axis, and D, none of this. Again, we have to properly understand the part over here. No doubt, from observation only we can observe one part. Here value of y is 5, value of y is 5 coordinate, value of y is 5, and value of y coordinate is 5. Means throughout its y coordinate remain stationary, means constant. But still, as a part of understanding, I am going to draw it on a graph. X is first point is -5, 5. Now point is -5, 5. So x is -5 and y is 5. So -5, 5. Means this point is over here. Next, 6, 5. So the value is 6, 5. Value of x is 6 and value of y is 5. So here this point is 6, 5. Now third point is -3, 5. X is -3 and y is +5. So -3, 5. It is over here. And fourth is 0, 5. X is 0 and y is 5. It is over here. Now we are going to draw a line passes through all these points. So the respective point is -5, 5. It is over here. Next is 6, 5. It is over here. -3, 5. It is over here. And 0, 5. It is over here. Now we can easily say that this line is parallel to x-axis over here. Means as per 1, 2, 3, 4. Parallel to x-axis. This answer is correct over here. So our answer C is correct for question number 5. In the same way, we are moving to question number 6. Now we are moving to question number 6, and the part is, which of the following points P -1, 1, Q 3, -3, R 1, -1, S -2, -3, and T -4, 4 lie in the fourth quadrant? They have given an option with the point name. Now once again, in case of fourth quadrant, value of x is positive and value of y is negative. Value of x is positive and value of y is negative. From that part also we can directly judge the part. Means one by one. We need value of x to be positive. Here itself negative. Value of x is positive and value of y is negative. This point is over there. Value of x is positive and value of y is negative. This is over here. Here both x as well as y both are negative, means we are not going to include. And again here value of x is itself negative and y is positive. We need such a condition that x must be positive, x coordinate value must be positive, and y coordinate is negative. X coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. There are only 2 points. One is a Q and next is R. So we have to find the answer for that. They have given first option P and T, second option Q and R, third option only S, and fourth option P and R. So according to your marking, Q -3, -4 and R 1, -1, these are only 2 points which is in fourth quadrant. So Q and R means our answer B is correct. And in this way we have completed our respective first question. Now student, please pay attention to question number 2, and the part is question number 2. Some points are shown in figure. They have provided us one figure. Some points are shown in a figure. With the help of it, answer the following question. They have given 1, 2, 3, 4 questions in front of us, and they have given some graphical presentation. Let us try to understand that graphical presentation first. They have given x, x dash, and the points are also limited, means 1, 2, 3, 4, and on x dash also minus 1 to minus 4. Again they have given us a y-axis with a limited point, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and here at downward minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Means they have restricted this graph in some boundaries. Also they have given some points. One is a point P, which is over here. Next point Q, which is over here. Point R, it is over here. Next point S, which is over here, and point T. Also they have given one point M over here, and no doubt a hidden point O, which is given at the center, means it is a 0, 0. Logically we can say that. According to this point and the structure given by them, means P, Q, R, S, T, M and our O, 0, 0. We have to write the answer of following question. So one by one we are focusing to the part over here, and their first question is, question number 1, write the coordinate of points Q and R. Means we are supposed to write the coordinate of point Q and R. So here first point is Q over here. I am going to make a mark on that. Its x value is minus 2 and y value is plus 2. So our point Q is having a coordinate minus 2, 2. Next point R. Point R having a coordinate x as a 4 and y coordinate as minus 1. So R is having 4, minus 1. So as per our first question, write the coordinate of point Q and R. So point Q having a coordinate minus 2, 2 and point R having a coordinate 4, minus 1. In this way our first question is get completed. Now for second question, their second question is, write the coordinate of point T and M. Points T and M. Again coming to the part of a diagram, point T and point M. Speciality is that point T as well as point M, both the points are axial point, means they are on axis. First this is a y-axis and T is over here. Naturally it is on y-axis, its x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is minus 1. Means point T having a coordinate 0, minus 1. Coming to the part on point M, this point M is on x-axis, automatically its y coordinate is 0. So M having a coordinate that is 3 and its y coordinate is 0. In this way we are able to get the coordinate of T, that is 0, minus 1, and for M it's a 3, 0. Writing that part over here. So point T having a coordinate 0, minus 1 and point M having a coordinate 3, 0. And remember here, as the value of x is 0, means it is on vice versa. Value of y coordinate is 0, means it is on x-axis. After completing second question, we are moving to third question, and the part is, which point lie in third quadrant? Their question is, which point lie in third quadrant? So from that part we are moving towards the diagram. Here this is the space of first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant. From observation we can see that only S point is in third quadrant. So here point S having a coordinate, value of x is minus 3 and value of y is minus 2. So our point S having a coordinate minus 3, minus 2. Giving the answer over here, and the part is, point S that is minus 3, minus 2 is in third quadrant. They have not asked us question in terms of coordinate, but still I have added that point S having a coordinate minus 3, minus 2 is in third quadrant. After giving an answer of third question, we are moving to the fourth question, and the part is, which of the points whose x and y coordinates are equal? Now from that part we are coming into the graph one by one. Point P having x coordinate 1, y as a 3 means it is a 1 3. Definitely these coordinates are different. Second point Q having a x coordinate minus 2 and y coordinate is plus 2. No doubt in numbering it is same, but as it is a minus, the value get changes. So it's a minus 2 2, it is also not same. So after P and Q we are coming to the point R. R having a coordinate 4 minus 1 means again here x and y coordinate values are different. Next coming to S having minus 3 minus 2, again its x and y coordinate values are different. Coming to the point T, 0 minus 1, again these values are different. M that is 3 0, again these values are different. Overall in a diagram all the coordinate values are different, but if you observe the central point 0 having x is also 0, y is also 0, that is nothing but origin. So there is no particular answer, but if you want to write the answer, then your answer is, we can have only O, that is 0 0 means origin, whose x and y coordinate or coordinates are equal. And in this way we have completed our second question. Now moving to the next question, and the part is question number 3, and the part is, without plotting the points on a graph, state in which quadrant or on which axis do the following point lie. Means we are not supposed to mention a part in terms of a graph paper indicating the proper point. Just by significance of a sign we have to guess the point is in which quadrant or whether it's an axial point. Now starting from that part, remember one fundamental condition. We know that if value of x is positive and value of y is positive, the point is in first quadrant. Value of x is negative and value of y is positive, then it is in second quadrant. Value of x is negative, value of y is also negative, then it is in third quadrant. And value of x is positive and value of y is negative, then it is in fourth quadrant. Now according to this part we have to understand step by step these questions. Now starting the questions and respective answers. So our first point is 5 minus 3. Point is 5 minus 3. Here value of x is positive, here value of x is positive and value of y is negative. Value of y is negative. Naturally it is in fourth quadrant. So our respective answer is in fourth quadrant. Now next, they have given us a point, question number 2, minus 7 minus 12. Here value of x is also negative, value of y is also negative. Value of x is negative, value of y is negative. Naturally this point is in third quadrant. So our respective answer is third quadrant. Now in question number 3, their coordinate is minus 23 plus 4. X is minus and y is plus. Value of x is minus and value of y is plus. Naturally this point is in second quadrant. So our respective answer is second quadrant. Now the fourth value is minus 9 5, minus 9 5. Here value of x is a minus, here value of x is a minus and y is plus, same like above numerical. Value of x is a minus and value of y is plus. Naturally this point is also in second quadrant. So second quadrant. Now coming to the part, this is some specific point, 0 minus 3. Value of x is 0, value of x is 0 and value of y is minus 3. Naturally 0 minus 3 means it is on y axis. So answer become y axis. And the last question is minus 6 0. Value of x is minus 6 and value of y is 0. As value of y coordinate is 0, naturally this point is on x axis. So it is on x axis. And in this way, without indicating any graph point, we have completed this question number 3. Now we are moving to the next, that is question number 4. Now moving to question number 4, and the part is Plot the following points. Plot the following points on one and same coordinate system. Means we have to draw single graph paper with x and y axis and indicate all these points on that graph paper. As per their question, once again, plot the following points on the one and same coordinate system. Their points are: A is 1, 3, B is -3, -1, C is 1, -4, D is 2, -2, 3, E is 0, -8, and F is 1, 0. According to this, we are going to plot all the part over there. For that part, we have drawn one axis, that is x, x dash, y, y dash, so that we can highlight that point. As per the condition, please pay attention on a graph so that we can introduce one by one. First point is A, 1, 3. So, value of x is 1 and value of y is 3. So, 1, 3. So, our respective point A is over here, having a coordinate 1, 3. Next point is point B, that is -3, -1. X is -3 and y is -1. So, our second point is B, that is -3, -1. Now, third point is point C, that is 1, -4. X is 1 and y is -4. So, this point is in fourth quadrant. So, our next point, that is C, 1, -4. Now, our next point is D, -2, -3. X is -2 and y is -3. So, here it is a point D, that is -2, -3. Next, we have to highlight the point E, that is 0, -8. Now, this is a point somehow specific. X is 0 and y is -8. So, it is over here. And the name of this point is E, 0, -8, and the last point is F, 1, 0. So here value of x is 1 and y is 0, means F having a coordinate 1, 0. And in this way, student, you can draw on a single graph all these 6 points with the coordinate over there. And in this way, you can complete the part. Now, moving to question number 5, and the part is, in the graph alongside line LM is parallel to y-axis. Line LM is parallel to y-axis. Then question 1 is, what is the distance between the line LM and the y-axis? Second question is, write the coordinate of the points P, Q and R. And the third question is, what is the difference between the x coordinate of the point L and M? Now, coming to the part, moving over here on the graph structure. First of all, they have given a x-axis, they have given a y-axis, and this y-axis having one parallel line over here, and they have indicated this line as LM over here. Means they have mentioned some point L, then M, then P, R and Q. These are some of the points they have mentioned over here. Means along line LM, it also contains 3 points P, Q and R. One by one, according to this diagram point of view, we have to write the answer. Their first question from diagram point of view is that, what is the distance of line LM? What is the distance of line LM from y-axis? Now, when you are going to take the distance in terms of line LM from y-axis, means this middlemost gap, that is nothing but the distance over here. Now, we cannot write directly this part over here. So, we have a point R, and R having a coordinate 3, 0. And here origin having a coordinate 0, 0. And here, if you want to take the distance over here, we have to take the difference between x coordinate of R and x coordinate of O. Means here 3 minus 0. So, I am writing the part over here. Therefore, distance is equal to 3 minus 0, means 3 unit. This is the distance between the line LM and y-axis. Therefore, distance between LM and y-axis is equal to 3 units. And in this way, we have completed our first question. Now there is second question. Write the coordinate of points P, Q and R. Now I am going to highlight that point on that graph so everyone can understand. Now coming to the part, R 3 0 we have already written. About P, value of x is 3 and value of y is 2. And for point Q, value of x is 3 and value of y is -1. So naturally, point P is having a coordinate 3 -2, point Q having a coordinate 3 -1 and point R having a coordinate 3 0. I am going to write all these 3 points over here. So starting from one by one, point P having a coordinate 3 2. Next, point Q having a coordinate 3 -1 and point R having a coordinate 3 0. These are x and y coordinate values of point P, that is 3 2, point Q, that is 3 -1 and R 3 0. Now moving to third question, and the part is, what is the difference between the x coordinate of the point L and M? Now we have to identify or make a difference between x coordinate of point L and M. First of all, I am going to write the coordinate of L and M on a graph. So L having a x coordinate as a 3 and y coordinate as a 3, and for M having a x coordinate as a 3 and y coordinate as a -3. First of all, I am going to write both the point over here. So for point L, coordinate is 3 3 3, and for point M, the coordinate are 3 -3. Now please read their question very carefully. What is the difference between the x coordinate of the point L and M? In that case, L is having a coordinate 3 3, where it's a x coordinate and here it is a y coordinate. For M, it is a x coordinate, it's a y coordinate. And now their question is quite tricky. What is the difference between the x coordinate of points L and M? L having a x coordinate value is 3 and M having a coordinate x as a 3, means it is same. So as per their question, difference between x coordinate is equal to 3 -3, because it is same over here. So 3 -3, and that is nothing but 0, or you can say 0 unit, means there is no difference between x value for point L and x value for point M. And in this way you can complete question number 5. Now moving to the next question, and the part is, how many lines are there? Question number 6. How many lines are there which are parallel to x-axis, and having a distance 5 units? Now once again please pay attention. How many lines are there which are parallel to x-axis, means line must be parallel to x-axis and having a distance 5 units. Try to understand the content from graph. Let us say this is our respective x, x dash. Here it is y, y dash. And now we are supposed to have a line which is parallel to x-axis, means the line may be upstairs or downstairs and at a distance 5 units. So 5 unit means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is one line. Now I have drawn one line. Let us say this is a line L. This line is parallel to x-axis. This line is parallel to x-axis and at a unit 5. Now this is a line. I am going to write its equation over here. Naturally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every point on this line having a y coordinate must be 5. Naturally, equation of line is y is equal to 5. This is our first line. But also the same space is available at base also. Means again, parallel to x-axis and at a unit 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means this is a minus 5 which is over here point. This is another line for us. Just like y is equal to 5 or y is equal to 5. Now the same line is available over here which is parallel to x-axis, but instead of a top it is at a bottom. Here every point on this line must be minus 5 having a y coordinate. So equation of this line is y is equal to minus 5. So here parallel to x-axis and at a unit 5 distance, there are two lines over here, and one having a equation y is equal to 5 and second having a equation y is equal to minus 5. So as per their condition, there are two lines which are parallel to x-axis, and having a distance 5 unit. Next, equation of lines. Y is equal to 5 and second y is equal to minus 5. These are the two equations of a line and total number of lines is 2. So the right answer is 2 lines and equation is y is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 5. In this way we can complete the part. Moving to question number 7, and the part is, if a is a real number, what is the distance between y-axis and the line x is equal to a? Once again question, if a is a real number, so they have given a is a real number, what is the distance between y-axis and line x is equal to a? Now a is a real number and the line is x is equal to a. If x is equal to a means value of x is stationary for that part. Let us say it is a x-axis and I am going to say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 these numbers over here. I am going to remove some numbers from here and let us say a is somewhere over here. Means we know that it is on a number line but we don't know exactly value of a, and the line is x is equal to a. So I am going to draw that line and this line is definitely parallel to y-axis, and here coordinate of x remains same and the equation becomes x is equal to a. No doubt we can draw such a kind of line over here also because it matter only a distance, doesn't matter plus or minus. Now according to their question, if a is a real number, what is the distance between y-axis and the line x is equal to a? What is the distance between the y-axis and that line? If this line is over here, we can say the distance between them is 1 unit. If this line is parallel like this 2, then we can say the distance is 2 unit. If this line is like this, passes through 3, then we can say it is a distance x is equal to 3. Same way, the distance between y-axis and this line x is equal to a is automatically a unit. Naturally, distance between y-axis and line x is equal to a is a unit, or you can also say that x is equal to a, or you can say distance is equal to a unit, or also if you come to a negative part we can take modulus of a, means it is a minus, again we are taking the distance as a plus, or if it is a plus we keep it as a plus, and in this way we can complete the exercise.